All right, guys, so here we are on the pool deck with the Vidapool Robotic Cleaner from Amazon, like 138 bucks. I haven't read the instructions. I've used a bunch of these. They're all pretty much the same. You hit the button and then you throw it in the water. You can see I got a brand new pool here. It's just got a little bit of stuff from the trees and stuff in it. Good time to test out this pool cleaner. So we'll throw this thing in here. We'll see how quick it moves. We'll see if it gets stuck on the bottom and things like that. Now, most of these, when you turn them on, it's just very important that you throw them in the water pretty quickly, so they'll beep to remind you. Let's see what this one does. Also, I also like that this one, when I plugged it in, this is a battery monitor right here, and it's got like 4 green lights, and so it kind of shows you how much battery you have left, and I haven't had one like that, so that's pretty cool. So this one, you can just hear the motor on. It's not beeping, which is interesting. I've never had one like that. So let's toss it in. Yeah, you can see the air and stuff starting to shoot out. They usually take a moment before they sink. There it goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, it sank and it's upside down. I've never had one end up upside down, all the ones I've thrown in. Okay, let's get the pool net. That's weird. I've never, ever had one. If you count all the pool cleaners I've had, and plus all the times I've thrown them in, it's got to be hundreds of times that I've never had one end up upside down. So we're at a bad start with this thing already. Okay. It's right side up. I could see the water coming out of the jet for a moment. It's not moving. It's not moving. This is not great. Joy. All right, let's throw a hook on the end and pull it out. Oh, it's moving. Never mind, it's moving. It's definitely leaving debris in its wake. Maybe I will need to put the brushes on. Okay, you can see it gets to the side. It tries to go that way. It can't because of the wall. And it turns around and goes back. Definitely doesn't seem to be doing very well pulling anything off the bottom. It's also moving extremely slow. Oh, it just purged some air and it just went back the other direction for no reason whatsoever. There's not a wrinkle in the liner. There's no wall there. So far, this has to look like the worst performing pool robot I've ever used. Okay, now it's going back. It doesn't really seem to be sucking up any of that stuff off the trees. Wow. And it's moving incredibly slow and stopping for no reason. Those wrinkles that you see in the liners, guys, are very, very tiny wrinkles. They shouldn't stop that thing from moving. They've never even really stopped any of my other cheap robots. Wow, it's just can barely move. All right, well, I'm gonna let this thing run for a bit and then we'll pop it out of there and see how much debris is actually inside the robot, see how much it actually managed to scoop up. And then we'll try a second run with the brushes on it before we absolutely destroy this thing and send it back to Vidapool, because this is useless if this is what it's gonna do. So stand by. we'll let it run. Okay guys, I let the Vidapool robot run. No idea how long it ran. I just left and came back later in the day and it was done. We're gonna see how much debris it actually managed to pick up. After seeing it, I'm not super confident in it. I may not even care how long it runs. Oh yeah, guys, this is terrible. It basically picked up nothing. Wow. I'm thinking that maybe this has something to do with the brushes not being installed, and so there wasn't enough suction, because there shouldn't be 2 extra holes right here, I don't think. But it basically sucked up nothing. So maybe this is on me. Maybe I did this wrong. Let's put this thing on charge, install those brushes, and then we'll come back and see if it does any better. Okay guys, back the next day. I've snapped the brushes in the bottom, which will cover up those 2 extra holes and hopefully increase the suction through these main holes. So maybe this was just my mistake with the first run. We will find out here in a moment. Make sure your clamps are out. Motor's on. See what it does this time. I swear, if it goes on its top again. Oh my gosh, this is mind-blowing, guys. If you throw it in, it will just land on its top. That is crazy. All right, so we've got it flipped over. It's moving. Can we actively see if it's picking anything up? It moves so slow, which is fine. I don't care how fast it moves, but I needed to actually, okay, it just stopped there for no reason and is now coming back. I needed to actually pick up stuff. Still purging some air. Still appears not to be picking anything up, guys. I'm gonna let this thing run again. This is my last benefit of the doubt here, and if I don't see more stuff in the net by the time it's done, I'm sending this thing right back. So we'll check back in a bit when it's done. All right, we're back. Like I said, I didn't time how long it ran because it really doesn't matter to me. Need to hook it. Oh, gotcha. It does look like it at least moved some of the dirt around, so we'll see if it picked up much. All right, so it picked up a little bit, guys. It didn't, just some of the very little light stuff from the trees that, that's basically floating in the water anyway, but it didn't pick up any leaves. Normally these will pick up, these are full of leaves. Watch some of my other videos on pool robots. This is absolutely horrible. I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. Like, it didn't even pick up enough to need to clean the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. I am going to just run it a few more times, but I'm going to send this piece of crap back. This is the worst pool robot I've ever seen in my life. I don't recommend buying this thing. It's 138 bucks and it's not worth $50. So hope that helps you guys out. See ya. I'll update you when I get a replacement.